यत्पादपद्ममकरन्दजुषां नराणां संसारघोरभुजगान्न भवेत् स्म भीतिः सच्चिद्घनं सकलसौख्यलवाम्बुराशिं श्रीदक्षिणाभिमुखमूर्तिम् अजं भजेऽहम्। एतावदेव खलु पुंभिरवाप्तुमर्हम् यच्चेतसो निलयनं निजतत्त्वबोधे आक्रोशनं श्रुतिशिरांसि यदर्थमेव कुर्वन्ति येन हि भवेत् पुरुषः सुखाब्धिः। मातेव पुत्रम् अनुबोधयति श्रुतिर्हि लोकं समस्तमपि योजयितुं सुखेन। तस्मात् श्रुतेरभिहितार्थम् अतन्द्रितेन चित्तेन साधयितुम् अत्र जनायतध्वम्। आदाविदं सकलम् एव जगत् सदासीत् कुम्भादिवत्तदनु शक्तियुतात् परस्मात् आकाशवायुदहनाम्बुभू बभूवुः वातप्रसक्तसलिलादिव वीचिपूरः। चिन्मुद्रितकरकमलं चिन्तितभक्तेष्टदं विमलं गुरुवरमाद्यं कञ्चन निरवधिकानन्दनिर्भरं वन्दे। वटतरु निकटनिवासं पटुतरविज्ञानमुद्रितकराब्जं कञ्चन देशिकमाद्यं कैवल्यानन्दकन्दलं वन्दे। Yesterday we saw up to the 9th verse of Ashtavakra Gita. Somebody is following? I think very good students. So I can talk anything until it is Ashtavakra Gita. The teacher Ashtavakra, Guru, is telling that it is the essence of the entire Vedanta. Generally when we say Vedanta, so many, just like you enter a big temple, from the first Prakaram to the Shri Kovil, you go to Arunachaleshwara temple, so many spots you have to cross. Like that, when you study Vedanta also, all the sadhana, chatushtaya, sampati, vivekam, vairagyam, etc. are all, we saw that in Vivekachudamani. But Ashtavakra directly go to the center. That doesn't mean you don't need all the prerequisites. That a genuine aspirant will see. Although the highest goal attracts him, he will find that he is not able to stay there if the prerequisites are not fulfilled. Either you close all the doors through which wind comes and then light a lamp, or light a lamp and then you find the flame is shaking and close the doors. Somehow you have to do it. In the very beginning, Ashtavakra said, Muktimichchasite tata vishayan vishavatyaja. That itself is enough. Very first verse. Modern people, many are attracted to Ashtavakra Gita in the very beginning. Because it directly tells you are liberated, realized. But although it directly gives you the knowledge, to stay there, you need a patram. The vessel should be prepared. I think Muruga, I have answered this question here itself. Because Muruga has written a question here. When you say one who thinks that he is liberated, people can imagine. What if I am still with vasanas and sankalpas which are not erased by viveka, vairagya, etc.? What if the person is not an adhikari, but receiving such tall teachings and assuming I am free? The secret is he can assume, but how many days? He can, for the time being, he can think, oh, I have attained. After that, his problems will arise. The doctor tells you, you are healthy, no problem, but I am having problems. So, I will seek medicine. So, genuine person will have to find it. So, Bhagavan also directly told the highest. And a person who is ready to receive it, for him it is enough. A person who has already finished all the former sadhanas like upasana, there is some vairagya there. Not allowing the mind to get scattered. To such a person, when the master declares this Mahavakya, you are that, he will get established there. And when the jnanam is perfectly absorbed, vasanas will get extinguished. Because vasanas are not, what are vasanas? You know, I have told this story long back about almost 50 years back when I was very small. There is one festival, very big festival in Kerala, one place. And when you go to these festivals, all kind of things will be there to buy. Market, bazaar will be there. So apple you will not see that much. Now you are getting, everybody is bringing apple. But apple is very rare. So now children are not attracted by that. They are eating what they call Neelama Malamba Madri irke. What is it? Not fruit. It's pizza, something like that. That is what? Pizza, another, whatever it might be. So all that they eat. So in those days, no, it will look like that python. No, it's all such dirty things they eat. Okay, so that apple, very rare. So one of the children's in our group, he was fascinated by seeing an apple in a store. So he wanted that apple, he was crying, and people were not very rich also in those days. So they were not very rich. So this boy was constantly pestering his father, I want apple, that. And at last his father, he went and inquired that person, where he saw the apple. So he showed that. Father was a very interesting person. He bought that apple and gave it to his son. He took it and it is an apple made of mud. It looks like apple. Generally during Navaratri, for this Bommai ella veppome. Golu veppome. For that apple is made. So it will look like apple, but it is not an apple. But seeing that this boy thought it is an apple and his whole mouth was watering and all the imaginations for the apple. This is vasana. You do not know what that is. From that, this imagination comes. When the right knowledge comes, will he bite it? Will he try to eat it? No. So, the whole source of vasana is ignorance. When avidya is removed, ashuchi anatma vastushu nitya shuchi atmakhyatihi avidya. Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It says on anatma, non-self, ashuchi, dirty. In such things you see it is pure, it is very delightful, like that you imagine. Shubha vasana. And when right knowledge comes, it goes away. So a person reaches such a state, then he need not go and study all the scriptures. The Shastra Vasana also is not for him. For him, Ashtavakra Gita is okay. So here Ashtavakra said, the only cause for bondage is this feeling that I am the doer. Aham karta iti ahammana mahakrishnahidam shitaha. This great poisonous cobra of ignorance has affected you. The sign of that poison is this feeling, I am the doer. I am the enjoyer. This I, this jiva bhava. This is giving you this trouble. The only antidote for it, medicine for it is naham karta iti vishvasa amritam pitva sukhi bhava. Become very happy. You become very happy when you know that you are only a doll in his hand. He is making you dance. Dance? Ishasya hi vashe lokaha yosha darumayi yatha. Darumayi means dolls made of wood. Marappave. அவன் ஆட்டு வித்தால் ஆடாதார் யாரோ, அவன் பாட்டு வித்தால் பாடாதார் யாரோ. There is a song of Tiruvannamalai where he says, when he makes you dance, you have to dance. When he makes you sing, you sing. And one more thing he says, when he makes you melt, you melt. Even spiritual experience does not belong to you. அவன் உருக வைத்தார் உருகாதார் யாரோ. He is making you melt. It is not even, that is not your choice. So when you know this, you are no more the jiva. This abhimana, this I, this individuality, this limitation of this me is not real. That this, if you are ready for it, don't do Atma Vichara. If you are ready for it, don't meditate. Just have faith in this. You want to play the game of meditation, do it. But Ashtavakra says directly, if you can take this, the thing is over. Because it is the very nature of Atma, the very nature of self. So when a guru like Bhagavan declares, Bhagavan also says in Ulladinarpad, Adu nee endru ammaraigal aarthidavum. When all the Upanishads are declaring, roaring that you are that, still you are trying to meditate. Ahaspudam tattvamasi iti vedaha. Tathapi asamprapya paratmanishtam. You have to attain that paratmanishta then and there. Bhuyo vicharaha. Again you are doing vichara means mati durbalatvam. You do not have sufficient intelligence. So, eko vishuddha bodhoham iti nishaya vandhina prajvalya ajnana gahanam vita shokaha sukhi bhava. Vita shokaha sukhi bhava. Very compassionate, sweet blessing, anugraha, sukhi bhava. Become peaceful, become fulfilled, become happy. So, eko vishuddha bodho. I am that non-dual pure consciousness. Nishchaya, this conviction is like a fire. With this fire, burn the forest of ignorance. You know what is forest of ignorance? Come on, tell me. What is forest of ignorance means? கிட்டக்கன்னு பேசினாலே புரியாது. Okay, this is then our whole life with so many problems, you know, we try to solve each problem. One by one. The entire problem is solved. He says, Ashtavakra says, burn the entire thing. அதெல்லாம் அதோட சீடு முருகா. லைஃப்ல எத்தனையோ பிரச்சனைகள் வருது. காடுன்னு சொல்ல காரணம் காட்டில் என்னெல்லாமோ மரம் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, வேரியஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ட்ரீஸ். அது போல வேரியஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் ஆர் தேர் இன் லைஃப். You can one by one you can try to solve, or you can take one step and finish the job. சொப்பனத்திலேருந்து வெளியில் வர மாதிரி. And the result of it is utter renunciation. No solution. No solution. You can repair the house again and again or walk out of the house. Because this is an unending job. Our old tiled houses, you know, when it starts raining in Kerala, especially heavy rain. Our Ganeshana came to Kerala and was staying with me. First day, so beautiful rain. And he said, Ramana, it is beautiful, so beautiful. Because Tiruvannamalai in those days it will not rain. Very rarely it will rain. So very beautiful. And whole day it was raining. Next day also raining. And he said it is boring. Always raining. So, and when it is raining, it will start tick coming through the tiles. And what will we do? We will keep a bucket there. And another place it starts. There also keep a bucket. The whole house will be full of bucket. And we have to call the person who has to repair that. And during rainy season, he will be very busy. And he will come, not cement, we call it some surki, something like that. He will put it there. Next day, there is a special thing. The civet cat. It will run on the tiles and everything will shake, again will start along with its droppings also. So this is old houses. Like that, our life is also like that. Constant repair. Tyagenaike amritatvamana shuhu. The sign of jnanam is tyagam. Where the person, tyagam can be two ways. One is outward tyagam, the other is absolutely inwardly you become detached. Asanga shastrena dridhena chitva. Even if you outwardly give up, unless you have inwardly given up, you will not be free. So wherever you are, inwardly you have to become a completely detached person, asanga. From anything that you are detached, no problem from it. The problem comes, you just ask why I am suffering, and the answer will be I am attached. Something resonating is there inside me. For that outer object, some inner resonating point is there inside me. That is why I am affected. Otherwise, I will not get affected. And what is the cause for that reaction, resonance? Attachment. So can I be completely give up? This jnanam, Bhagavata, you know what it calls it? It calls it as Mahapralayam. Bhagavata calls it as Nitya Pralayam. It is Nitya Pralayam. All other Pralayam, after that Pralayam, creation will come. After this Pralayam of Jnanam, no creation. Pralayam means deluge, the great deluge, permanent deluge. When that deluge happens, no more creation, no more srishti. So, Prajvalya Ajnana Gahanam, this forest of Ajnanam, in various forms, it will have various names. Some names are called children, some names are called father, some name is called mother, some name is called husband, wife, house, bank, deposit, government. Time, season, and we come near ourselves, our own body, our own mind, our own ego. All these are various trees and shrubs and creatures in this forest. The entire forest you want to burn with the fire of Jnanam, Eko Vishuddha Bodhoham. I am that pure consciousness. Nothing else is real. Thus you burn this forest of ignorance, Vita Shoka. Be free of grief. No more grief, no more suffering. No more crying about anything. Sukhi Bhava. Become Sukhi. Saukyama iru. Santoshama nimmadiyaru. Yatra Vishwamidam Bhati. See these things, again and again we have to listen, we have to speak, we have to meditate, so that we will remember. The only problem, main disease is forgetfulness. Whatever we need, we will forget. What we don't need, we constantly remember. And we are very skillful in that art. Very experts. So for that, Adinai Ninaittum, Adinai Uraittum, as Bhagavan says. So again and again, take this medicine into your mind. Acharya Agama Samskritena Manasa Vishwamidam Ekatmakam Pashyan. As Shankaracharya puts it, the mind becomes refined, distilled by Acharya and Agama. Acharya means Guru, teacher. Agama means the Upanishad or the Vedanta Shastra. So we were discussing about Acharya Upasanam. Acharya Upasanam means listening from Acharya this teaching. not doing puja to Acharya. So, Acharya Agama Samskritena Manasa. The mind is purified, refined by this knowledge, and with that mind, recognize that non-dual thing in which the entire universe is appearing like a movie. Yatra Vishwamidam Bhati Kalpitam Rajju Sarpavat. This Vishwam is appearing like a snake in a rope. In that Atma, in that Shuddha Chaitanyam, Ananda Paramananda Sabodhaha Tvam. The disciple goes to the teacher. You just imagine, one shloka is enough. Not that the Ashtavakra Gita complete. The disciple is ready. So the teacher is telling him the substratum, the base on which this universe appears. The screen in which this universe, the movie called this world, your life is seen. And that screen is like a rope, and whatever you are seeing is like a snake. It is not real. And what is the nature of the screen? That is your real nature, self. Ananda Paramananda Bodha. It is Ananda. Don't get confused. Small Ananda, no. Paramananda Bodha. It is pure consciousness. Tvam Bodha. You are that. Now what should I do? Go away. Sukham Chara. He says, joyfully go away. Don't disturb me. Take this knowledge. Ananda Paramananda Paramanandaha Sabodhaha Tvam Sukham Chara. Joyfully Sukham Chara. Chara means move about. Means lead your life, whatever may be, your prarabdha. Nobody can guide you in your prarabdha. This jnanam alone can be given by even the greatest guru. See, Arjuna had a very worse prarabdha. And even Krishna could not help. Krishna had the choice not to participate in the war. He said, I will better do some good job of looking after the horse. And taking care of this fellow. But even he could not help Arjuna to come out of the battlefield. He said, that is your prarabdha. Even if you try, you will again do this. So I can give you this knowledge, this jnanam. And receiving this jnanam, you go to your battlefield. Whatever may be your prarabdha, do it. One Mahatma was there in Kerala, good Shastravit, good Brahmavit, Shrotriya. His name was, I have told about him many times, Balakrishnan. Great Brahmanishta. Always he will not talk anything else. Whenever you go, he will not encourage, initiate any worldly talk. So once one Vedanta Pravachana finished, and one lady asked him, after knowing this, what should I do? After knowing this, what should I do? ഇത് അറിഞ്ഞിട്ടിപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? He said, മലയാളത്തിൽ വലിയ ആളൊന്നും ആവണ്ട. He said, don't try to become a big person. ഇഡ്ഡലിയും കാപ്പിയും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കി ഇങ്ങനെ കഴിഞ്ഞോളാം. You would have understood. He said, make idli and coffee. Do your work in your kitchen. Lead your normal life with this knowledge, because this knowledge can bestow inner happiness, fulfillment to you. Don't think that you have to get this knowledge and again publish, I am enlightened on such and such a day, underneath this coconut tree, for a change. Why always Bodhi tree? You need not publish. He said, make idli, coffee, dosa, do your work and be happy. That is sukham chara. The more aprakyapayan aham evam vidaha iti. Shankaracharya, in one of his commentaries, in Mandukya Karika Bhashyam, he says, after knowing this Brahman, do not declare to others. If it is your prarabdha, nothing can be done. But don't have that concept that you have to make it known to others. Aprakyapayan aham evam vidaha iti. I am like this. Don't do prakhyapanam. And just tatvi budaha tadaramaha. Become the tattva and take delight in that tattva. Tattvad aprachyuto bhavet. With open eyes see the tattva, with closed eyes see the tattva. You become the tattva, take delight in tattva and move about absolutely happy. Sukham chara. Ashtavakra says Sukham chara. Last shloka Sukhi bhava. Before that also Sukhi bhava. Mukta evasi sarvada. Vishwasakshi Sukhi bhava. Bandha mukto bhavishyasi. All very, very auspicious statement. Very, very auspicious. Sometimes some teachers, there was one Vedanta teacher, very scholarly person, very good person. After talking on Upanishads for 1 week, it was all our younger days, he will say, I don't know whether any of you understood anything. Anyway, I did not understand anything. So, what confidence will we have after listening to him? So, you'll say, I don't know whether you understood anything. So, some others are more dangerous. They will talk and they will say, this can be spoken but not practical. The teacher himself says this. It's not possible. So here Ashtavakra says, Sukham chara. Happily move about in your life. Yes, prarabdha will be there. Difficulty will be there. Problems will be there. With all that, shine forth as a knower of Brahman. Muktabhimani muktohi baddho baddhabhimanyapi kim vadanti ha satyeyam yamati sagatir bhavet. Kim vadanti. Kim vadanti means, vadanti means saying. Kim vadanti means what saying. The real essence meaning is Kim vadanti means rumor. Village, what can we say? Village talks. You can also, gossip, you can say gossip also is Kim vadanti. So it's a Sanskrit term, Kim vadanti. So Kim vadanti means a village talk, a rumor. Something is, what do we say? On the air. Something is there. People are talking this. This is Kim vadanti. When we were studying, in Malayalam there are so many Sanskrit words. So for the Malayalam exam, there was one വാക്യ പ്രയോഗത്തിക്ക് என்ன சொல்வா ஒரு வேர்டை கொடுத்துட்டு sentence forming. You have to form a sentence with that word. So this word came, Kimvadanti. You have to make a sentence out of this word Kimvadanti. So naturally you have to make a sentence like such and such a Kimvadanti was there in our village about such and such a person, something like that. You have. And there was a very famous character in our school. His name was Abdul Qadir. He had no idea about this Kimvadanti. So he wrote, yesterday evening when I was coming from my house, after playing I was going back to my home. There is a jungle there, a forest, and there I saw a terrible Kimvadanti. He thought this Kimvadanti is an animal, something like a ghost. I saw a terrible Kimvadanti. So whenever I remember this Kimvadanti, I remember him. So he says, Kimvadanti iha satya. This Kimvadanti is true. What is Kimvadanti? Ya matihi sagatihi. Whatever is there in your mind, whatever you are imagining, whatever you are holding as your bhava, that will be your attainment. So generally say, whatever you think, that will happen. Usually in every Indian language that saying is there. என்ன நினைக்கிறியோ அது போல் நடக்கும். நினைக்கிற மாதிரி நடக்கும். மனசுல ஏதோ பாவனை பண்ண. தமிழ்ல ஏதாவது இருக்கான்னு அதுக்கு அப்படி சொல்றது. அதெல்லாம் அவர் இதுலேயே தானே எடுத்துனார். அது இல்லை நம்ம சாதாரணமாகவே சொல்லுவோம். ரொம்ப கெட்டதெல்லாம் நினைக்காதே, நினைச்சா அது வந்துடும், சும்மா அதெல்லாம் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்காதே. அதுதான் அந்த செய்யுங்க சொல்லி இவர் சொல்றார். ஜென்ரலாக நம்ம சாமானிய பேச்சில் சொல்கிறோமே, இதெல்லாம் சும்மா இருட்டில் பேய் இருக்குன்னு நினச்சா பேய் அரண்டவனுக்கு இருண்டதெல்லாம் பேய், பார்க்கறதெல்லாம் பேயா தோணும். அப்போது அப்படி நினைக்காதே. அது மாதிரி யா மதிஹி சா கதிஹி. வாட் எவர் இஸ் யுவர் மதி, யுவர் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங், that is your gati, your prapti. And what should I think? Muktabhimani. You are firmly convinced that you are liberated. Muktohi. You are liberated. Muktabhimani muktohi. Baddho baddhabhimani api. One who thinks I am bound, he is bound. Ramakrishna used to say, if people used to tell him I am a sinner, he will say, don't constantly say that. If you constantly think I am a sinner, you will become a sinner. Muktabhimani muktohi. So here, Muktabhimani means one who knows the self and is firmly convinced about the real nature of the Atma. He is Mukta. He is liberated. Or one who has immense faith in Guru Vakyam, Shruti Vakyam, Shraddha. He is liberated. One who constantly believes his own mind, he is bound. Baddho baddhabhimani api. You give more and more. Whatever you may say, you think I am bound. One person dreamt that he is a hen. Next day morning, he woke up with that sound. His wife asked, what happened? I am a Sevalite. And she tried to convince him. He was not convinced because he is living in the dream personality. So every day early morning they all wake up by his kokarko. Okay. After a few days they took him here, there. The problem with him is he cannot go out of house. Every cat, every dog is frightened because he thinks he is a hen. And they took him to a psychiatrist. And psychiatrist somehow convinced him that you are not a hen, you are a man. He said, now I am perfectly convinced. He came out of the hospital. When dog came chasing another dog, he ran away to the doctor. Doctor, I know I am not a hen, but the dog does not know. We are laughing, this is our story. It's our story. So, Muktabhimani Muktohi. There is a method that I am Brahma. I am that Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupa. You can meditate like that. I am Shuddha Chaitanya. I am the pure self. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am infinite, pure, untouched by bondage, like the space. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am that Shuddha Chaitanyam Shivam. Again and again meditate. Meditate, meditate. You will have the joy because you are doing Satya Anusandhanam. Contemplation on Satyam, truth, not Mithya. All other things are Mithya. Whatever you hear from world is Mithya. Whatever you read from books are all Mithya. But what the Shruti declares you, that you are Brahman, you are the Shuddha Chaitanya, is Satyam, truth. You do Anusandhanam of it, you will have the joy of it. So Muktabhimani Muktohi. Why unnecessarily think about petty things? If you have to think like this. Let the mind do this job. Manasai vedam aptavyam nehana nasti kinchana. The Upanishad says you have to catch hold of this truth by the mind. Thought will come. We will say you cannot catch it with the mind. And the same Shruti is saying you have to catch it with the mind. There only Acharya says this, Agama, Acharya Agama Samskritena Manasa. When the mind is refined, he has absorbed this knowledge and constantly contemplating on this truth. Because Bhagavan also says, if your mind is not doing Atma Vichara, it will do Loka Vichara. So the good purpose for the mind is let it become a vibrant force filled with meditation on self, on Atma, on your Swarupa. Or if you are Bhakti, chanting the Nama, meditating on Bhagavan's form, that again there also all the divine qualities come, purity, fearlessness, peace. Meditate on it again and again and again. Keep your mind always in that akhanda, that infinite. Let it not fall to the finite, to the petty, to the small, to the limited, to the individual sense. Nirantaram manasa usanda nilayila akhandama irukkiradhula vechirukku. Anandathila vechirukku. Shantiyila vechirukku. Nirmala Akashavat Sada. Nirmalamana Akasham pole vechenirukkum. Atma Dhyanathiliye vechenirukkum. Matta விஷயங்களை நினைக்க விடப்படாது. அப்படியே இருந்துட்டானா முக்தோகி. இதுக்கு தானே நம்ம அத்தியாத்மத்துக்கு வந்திருக்கோம். இங்கே வந்து இதை நினைச்சு அதை நினைச்சு நான் நீயே இதெல்லாம் வரதானா இதுக்கெல்லாம் மருந்து பண்ணிக்கணும். இதுக்கெல்லாம் சிகிச்சை பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு பேர் தான் தியாகம்ங்கிறது. ஓவுதல் யாவும் என ஓர் அப்படிங்கிறார் பகவான் உள்ளதுனா இருப்பது. ஓவுதல்னா ரினன்சியேஷன். What should I renounce? Renounce the image, self-image. Renounce all this brooding over things. The basic brooding thing is this I, me, he, that, this. நீ நான் அற புலி நிதம் கலி மயமாய் நின்றிடும் நிலை அருள் அருணாச்சல. அருணாச்சல அந்த நிலை எனக்கு கொடு. களிமயமாய் நின்றிடும் நிலைன்னா ஆனந்தமாக இருக்கிற நிலை. ஆனந்தமான நிலைன்னா என்ன? நீ நான் அற, நான் நீங்கிற பேச்சு எண்ணங்கள் அலைகள் இது உள்ள முடிச்சு வந்துடும், அழுக்குப்படுத்திடும், பொல்யூட் பண்ணிவிடும். அது இல்லாமல் நிர்மல ஆகாசம் போல விண்ணுருங்கிறார் பகவான். விண்ணுருவா இருக்கணும் உள்ள. நுண்ணுரு உனையான் விண்ணுரு. நீ அதி சூக்ஷ்மமான ரூபம். உன்னோட ஸ்வரூபம் என்ன? விண்ணுரு, ஆகாசம் போல இருக்க. அதுக்கு அது ஏன் என்னால் சாட்சாத்காரம் பண்ண முடியும்? எண்ணலை, எண்ண அலை. இந்த எண்ண அலைகள் அற்று போனால் நுண்ணுருவாயிருக்கிற விண்ணுரு ஹிருதயத்தில் விளங்கும். இந்த எண்ண அலைகள்னால நுண்ணுருவாயிருக்கிற விண்ணுரு உள்ள விளங்க மாட்டேங்குது. When thoughts are there, that sky, that inner space, I am not able to see, behold. When thoughts are not there, it is clear. So, Atma, Sakshi, Vibhuhu, Purnaha, Ekaha, Muktaha, Chit, Akriyaha, Asangaha, Nisprihaha, Shantaha. Brahmat samsaravan iva. Ashtavakra says, Atma is Sakshi. It is witness. Whatever may happen, you are not a part of it. You are Sakshi. The Sakshi can never get corrupted by what is seen. This is the law. You imagine like that, nobody can help you. It is all drishyam only. You are the drik. How can you get affected? Sun is moved off. What happened? He said, I am inside the pot. Because he saw his own reflection inside some water in a pot. And he thinks, I am moved off. I am bound. Like that is our thinking that we are in the body. Avidyaya sashariratvam. A very great statement. We think body consciousness, we have to give for that, don't eat, don't sleep, all that. Shankaracharya says it is mere ignorance that tells you that you are the body. You have a body. In your real nature, there is no sashariratva. You are not embodied. So Sakshi, you are the witness. Whatever may happen. Sakshi தான் நாம. பார்த்துட்டே இரு. நடக்கிறது ஓ பார்த்துட்டு. அதுக்கு நமக்கு என்ன சம்பந்தம்? Sakshi. Vibhuhu. All pervading. Purna, already Purna. You cannot add anything there, take anything there. Kanchi Paramacharya once told, someone was sitting there. He said, என்னடா பிள்ளையார் சதுர்த்தி குழக்கட்ட மாதிரி உட்கார்ந்துருக்க அப்படின்னு. பெரியவா ஏன் இப்படி சொல்ற? புரியலையா? மகா வாக்கியம். பிள்ளையார் சதுர்த்தி குழக்கட்டை அப்படின்னா அந்த குழக்கட்டை வெளியில் பந்தி மாவு பண்ணிச்சு, உள்ளே இருக்கிறது என்ன? பூர்ணம். What is inside that coconut and jaggery, it is called Purnam. That Modagam, inside is Purnam, it is called Modagam. Modagam means the blissful. So Vibhuhu Purnaha Ekah, one, non-dual. Muktaha, liberated, free. Chit, pure awareness. Akriyaha, no action. That there is no action. Asangaha, absolutely detached. Nisprahaha, desireless. Desires are all there in the mind, not in the self. Shantaha, peaceful. Then why am I feeling I am bound? Brahmat, due to delusion, ignorance, samsaravan iva, you appear like a samsari. Jnate tatvekas samsara. The moment you know tattvam, the truth, where is samsara? You know the truth, you go out, you come out. Brahmat samsaravan iva. You are not a samsari. You are free. This is the anugraha of Ashtavakra. No one like Ashtavakra has blessed. Giving the highest teaching, such a direct, simple way. The roar of Vedanta. So we will stop here. We have already answered Muruga's query. This is a problem in spiritual life. If you don't say this highest truth, people will be always, some aspirants, they are ready for receiving it. Till that they receive that knowledge, they will not feel happy. And there are some others who will get confused. What can we do? If you cannot make them understand, at least make them confused. So when they are sufficiently confused, they will seek knowledge, because it is pain, no? So confusion is pain. So when there is real confusion, you will seek clarity. தென்னை மரத்தில் பாதி தென்னை மரத்தில் ஏற்றி விட்டுட்டு போகிறதும்பா, அது மாதிரி. It is not deliberately done, but that is a middle path in spiritual life. Everyone has to go through that. You start your spiritual life and neither here nor there. That is a state. You have to cross that. You cannot go back. There is no question of going back at all. Two kind of people will be happy. Bhagavata says, Sukhamedhete. They are very happy. Who are these two? Yascha Mudhatamaha. One who is an utter fool. Very happy. Yastu Buddhehe Paramgataha. One who has gone beyond the Buddhi, intellect. He is also happy. Yascha Mudhatamo Loke Yastu Buddhehe Paramgataha Tavubhau Sukhamedhete Klishyatyantarito Janaha. நடுவில் இருக்கிறவங்க காரியம்லாம் கஷ்டம்தான். All those who are in the middle, they have difficulty. What to do? They are in trouble. And the problem is, oh, then I will become again a fool. It is not possible. You walk and this road behind will vanish. No question of going back. Now you have to walk further. You have to finish. Like Giri Pradakshanam, some people they start without thinking. And that too, a day like today, in this heat, afternoon. Yesterday, day before also somebody was doing that, but that was a comparatively very good, cool day. And they walk with all courage till Dhyana. Then what to do? Neither here nor there. Informally, no auto, no vehicle, nothing. You have to complete. You cannot do anything. Somehow you have to complete. Like that, all of you have read some book somewhere, have come to Tiruvannamalai. Best wishes. Swastivav paraya, tamasav parastat. Upanishad itself says swasti. Swasti means mangalam, best wishes. Now you have to further walk and complete. No question of going back. Yad gatva na nivartante taddhama paramam mama. No nivarti, no going back, no retracing. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.